Thursday at 10, Maggie from the Betty Crocker Kitchen is back with a fresh new summer recipe. Also, we'll check out some creative new gift ideas for the bride and groom, plus the ultimate guide to outdoor entertaining.
Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Roxanne Battle.
And I'm Brad Woodard, sitting in for Pat Evans. We have a wonderful show coming up for you today. Grab your blankets. We're going to show you how to plan the perfect picnic.
Also had this morning, love is in the air. Mall of America is here with some wedding gifts for your favorite couple.
Love is in the air. Also coming up, how to throw a successful and trendy cocktail party with the help of this book.
And shoes and handbags. What girl doesn't love them? They're definitely hot for summer, and we've got them.
Don't touch that dial. Kare 11 Today starts
right now.
This is Kare 11 Today.
How are you this morning? I'm Roxanne Battle in the beautiful Kare 11 backyard. Glad you're making us part of your day.
Beautiful backyard on a beautiful day. I'm Brad Woodard, filling in for Pat Evans, who has this week off.
Whom
I think he's in California, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been here. You've been holding the fort down.
Yes, ma'am. You just got back.
God bless you. That's good.
How was your vacation?
Restful.
You look rested.
Yes. I ate and just rested and unplugged, and it was very, very good.
Well, very good.
Thank you for asking.
Did you work in the garden at all, or in the rain?
And yeah.
You picked a great week to take off, huh?
I mean, but the rain is kind of peaceful, you know, but at the same time,
grab a good book.
Things are kind of drooping a little bit, you know, but we don't have.
I can relate to that.
Zap. We've got some beautiful flowers you want to check out for this morning. Look at these.
Those are beautiful.
Those are lilies.
Lilies?
Gorgeous. Yes, we want to thank Denise Erickson. She works here at Kare 11. She brought these in this morning.
Well, wasn't that nice?
Yes, because we want to tell you about a fantastic event that's coming up. It's the 36th annual North Star Lily Society's Lily Show, and many of the best lilies, I'm hiding behind the flowers, many of the best lilies will also be in hand. Lily growers will be answering your questions and about the lilies that you might have. The show takes place at the St. Mary's Parish Center in Mora, Minnesota, this Saturday and Sunday. It's free and open to the public. And for more information, you can log on to NorthstarLilySociety.com. All kinds of lilies, hybridized lilies, lilies. I love lilies, actually. Stargazers are among my favorite, but they're very pungent. They have a real strong aroma to them.
A good aroma or a bad aroma?
Good. Well, it all depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all, it's
all in the nose of the beholder,
as
right?
with everything, it's always relative.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've had QVC has been making several appearances on the show this week, I understand.
Yeah, for the Mall of America.
Yeah, we have more of that today.
Don't you love QVC?
What does QVC stand for?
I'm not really sure.
I don't know either.
But I love to watch it.
Yeah. Quick and varied commerce.
Also, we have the Basilica stuff going on.
Oh, you know what? This is the second time in the 10-year history of the Basilica that it's sold out.
Yes, isn't that that's
yeah,
amazing?
And the first time it sold out as quickly as it did. And guess what? We have tickets to the coveted Friday night performance.
That's right. And folks from the Basilica have a special treat for 2 lucky viewers. And if you're the first and 11th callers to call the number on your screen, you'll win a pair of tickets to Friday night's Basilica Block Party. Please note that if you've won anything from Kare 11 in the last 30 days, I know I haven't, you're ineligible to win. Please dial carefully, and good luck.
You're looking at music group OR. They're performing not only at the block party, but they're also going to be here in the studio, is my understanding.
Oh, great.
That'll be awesome. So
well, you know, it is a
tomorrow.
Beautiful day. It's been kind of a strange week, but now it's beginning to feel a little more like July. Jonathan Uhas isn't here this morning, so I'm going to try and get us through the letter.
Get it. You wear a lot of hats very well.
Yes, I do. Bright sunshine this morning. Then a mix of clouds and sun this afternoon with highs in the mid-70s. The UV index today is 6, which is high, meaning you can sunburn in 25 to 30 minutes in the noon sun without sunblock. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight with a chance for thunderstorms tonight after 10 p.m. and a good chance for thunderstorms on Friday, especially in the morning. It will be muggy with highs in the upper 70s. Humid and warm this weekend with a chance for thunderstorms mainly at night, highs in the 80s. And Jonathan, I think your job is safe. Now we're going to check in with Roxanne and see what's happening out here.
Thank you, Brad. You did a great job on that forecast. How can you go wrong with lots of sunshine, particularly if you're planning a picnic for us up this morning, that perfect picnic in the park. Grab your basket because Mackie Gilbert from Betty Crocker Kitchens is here to show us some fresh, new, fun ideas. It's always good to see you.
Good morning, Roxanne.
What I like about you, Maggie, is you're just so creative with food.
Well, we've got some, it's creative but easy.
All right.
Always easy when
it comes from Betty
Those are my
Crocker.
two favorite words.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely,
we're-
especially for summer.
We're talking about, you know, a nice little picnic on a blanket somewhere,
We're talking
the park.
picnics, and again, easy, of course, make ahead. Let's start out with the easiest thing we've got on the table. 4 ingredients. I bet a lot of folks have these things at home as we speak.
All right.
This is a darling little skewer. And the way we do these is cherry tomatoes, cooked shrimp, and the little tortellini, cheese tortellini that you can buy, all done. You cook those up. And all we did, and I did these separately, but you can throw them all in one bowl, is you marinate them in a little Italian dressing.
Italian dressing.
Yeah, Italian dressing, and you could toss this all in one bowl. I've just got 3 little
Do you
separate
marinate
bowls.
the tomatoes too?
Yes, tomatoes,
Ooh.
tortellini, and
Is
shrimp.
the tortellini stuff with cheese, right?
Yes, those are
Okay.
cheese. You could use a sausage if you wanted, but I think they're kind of better with cheese in this instance with the shrimp. Those can get a little. You have to kind of watch where you put those through the skewer. There you go. Now you got a perfect one. A few of them get a little cut, and then you just kind of repeat that. And the way we're serving them, which is just a super
That's
easy
really
thing,
cute.
it's just a little beach bucket that I put a little bit of styrofoam and some shredded lettuce on top, and when you finish with that, that'll just pop right in.
Pop right, so then
Really easy.
Yeah, now
Have
you
fun.
can bring these to the. Look at what. Look.
What you can do is string them up. You know, put them on the skewer at home.
You 2 shrimp thing. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep, couple per, maybe
Yeah.
2 per. Lay them in one of these, plastic containers.
Yeah.
Chill it. We can see in there.
Right.
Get it nice and cold, and then put an ice pack on it when you pack it.
Okay.
Bring them to the picnic that way, and then display them. And certainly, if it's more casual, just serve them right like this.
You know, that'll be really good too. That's a
darling.
nice little appetizer, even if
Oh,
you
yeah.
for at home, before the game comes.
oh yeah,
the
for a
meal.
little, just absolutely at home with a little before dinner thing. It's
Italian
perfect.
dressing, cherry tomatoes, shrimp,
and tortellini.
and tortellini.
Marinate
That's
for
it.
a couple hours in the fridge, pop them out, put them on a skewer, and you're done.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right, look at
While
these
we're
cookies,
over here,
everybody.
if these aren't darling, these
Right.
are watermelon slice cookies.
You got to show me how to make
Isn't
these.
that
These are
cute?
cookies. These are just
And I
so
have
cute.
them today in a little half. These are these mini watermelon you can get.
Right, and then what you've done is you've
Scooped
lined
it
it
out,
with a little.
lined it with some plastic wrap. I
Yeah.
have the pink stuff here. You could just use the clear too,
Sure.
certainly. And use that as our little bowl. They're so darn cute. We're going to show you how to do them. I also have the watermelon in a salad that I'll show you in just a second. Should we talk about cookies for a
I
second
really
while
want
we're
to know
on
how
the
to make those
subject?
cookies.
This is
right.
a cookie made literally from scratch. It's going to be a combination of butter and shortening, because the shortening is going to give it a little, there's a lot of schools of thought, of course, about baking cookies. Shortening is going to give it a little more structure so they stay in shape.
Okay.
Butter gives it the flavor, and shortening, because of its water content, is going to make it a little more firm.
Firm.
You could use all butter, but if you want to keep the shape, we recommend the half butter,
So
half
is this
shortening.
kind of like a sugar cookie?
It's exactly like
It's
a sugar
cookie.
It's your
Okay.
basic sugar, flour, butter, shortening, eggs.
All right.
We've added a little bit of food coloring,
We've
and that's
added
what I
some red
have.
food coloring.
I wanted to show, you can get food coloring in a couple of ways. This is the way you get it in the supermarket.
Yeah, and it comes with several vials: blue,
Vials and-
pink, green, yellow.
Exactly, and
Okay.
do
All
the
right.
drops. If you're into baking and you want to be a little more sophisticated, you can go to little specialty baking shops, and there are several in town. And this is a paste, and you need very tiny amounts of it, and it colors very brightly. So it's
Okay.
just something for people who want to get a little more into it. You can find that paste at some of the specialty shops in town.
And it has
one
no
in town.
taste to it. Okay.
Yeah, they're you have to kind of look them up in the yellow pages, and it has no flavor at all.
Okay.
Anyway,
so we
then
got
you-
our sugar cookie.
You form your dough, flatten one side so you have a half moon shape. Roll the outside in the green sugar.
So now we see this is green sugar that
Green sugar.
that you can get at the bakery aisle.
You can get that in the bakery aisle.
All
That's
right.
very easy to
Okay.
find.
All right.
You do your green sugar.
Okay.
And then all you do is you can slice, make little slices.
Does it
This
mean
is
how
the easy part.
thick?
This is all, I
All
do
right.
about a 1/4 inch. This, of course, all done ahead. This
Right.
is sitting in your fridge day or
Right.
two before. You can freeze this too. So
This
these
is
are
really
done.
cute.
These aren't going to be a last minute thing. And then when
no,
you're ready
you
to
cook
bake,
these early. This is
you do your
this is
slices.
Really
There you go.
Cute. Look at that. Okay.
and then what you're going to do for the seeds is pop these baby tiny chocolate chips.
mini chocolate chips.
Yeah, let's move
Yeah.
that
They're
side so
little-
we
I
can
think
see.
they're getting a little
Yeah, they're getting a little soft.
because of the sun.
Yeah, this is something I wouldn't necessarily do outside.
No.
But then you just pop those in, you kind of press them in, bake them
okay.
up. I've got a couple, yeah, there you go. Well, that's a good idea to do it even
Well,
with the
they're
flat of a
soft.
knife.
Otherwise, I'll
They're too
smear
soft,
them.
you'll
Yeah.
stick.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's
these
try
would
it.
bake up, and then of course I've got, when they're done, they
They're
look
so
like that.
cute. Look at that. Look at the
That's
cookies.
sweet.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they
Look at
really are.
that.
I mean, they really are adorable. So
And
that's
they're
a fun
tasty,
little-
too.
And they're good. Oh, this is delicious.
Sound like
This
a
is-
TV commercial.
Yeah,
and
and
tasty
they're
too.
good too.
All
This is a
right.
very tasty
All right,
treat.
we did dessert. You know,
Okay, we did
could've saved
dessert
for
first.
last, but that's okay. Now
We
do
want to make sure
more
we're hungry enough for
sandwiches.
dessert.
Okay.
So the next thing we've got is a little wrap. I'm actually going to take that off of
Okay.
it. You can see what it looks like. All
right, this is our wrap.
Yeah, you'd actually serve it just like that. 'cause
In
we
the little
You could take it out, but
Okay.
when you're on your picnic, you just have everyone unwrap theirs and just
Okay.
eat it. But you can
Okay.
there.
But
that looks pretty
to
the way
show
that
we'd
is
have it
there.
all
Yeah.
unwrapped to make it pretty. But anyway, the way this works is super easy. You make a mixture ahead of time, and it's a mixture of a little bit of mayonnaise, sour cream, cheddar cheese, and corn.
Corn. That's our surprise ingredient
That's the
today.
surprise ingredient. We actually use a Mexicorn, which has just a little bit of red and green pepper, but you could use plain corn too.
Sour cream,
Mayonnaise, cheddar
cheese,
cheese,
and
and corn.
corn.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's going to get spread over a thin slice of ham and just rolled right up.
Do
Put
you
the
roll it
ham
in the
down
thing?
first. No, you can just roll it without the thing.
All right.
You put the ham down first.
ham mixture.
Yeah,
You got a
and
little cilantro on there?
A little cilantro,
Okay.
if you like the flavor of cilantro. I happen to love cilantro. Oops, we've got our coloring. And roll that up, and then those are done. Those can be chilled, popped into your picnic basket again with ice to keep them cold, and you're done. And then the last thing I'm going to show really super fast is a wonderful, you take the watermelon that you scooped out over there,
Yeah.
you marinate that with some cucumber in a little bit of a light lemon dressing.
Lemon
and
dressing.
toss it over greens.
Green. That's
Couldn't
it.
be easier. We use watermelon. I have a little cantaloupe in there.
And
Any
it's a
kind
nice
of
light
melon.
salad.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
Any kind of melon chunked up. And I was going to show you, we don't have time, but a couple ways you can get cucumbers, either the English style
Okay.
or the traditional.
It doesn't
These
matter.
are the kind that come, I left the plastic on to show. They're very nice. The skin is thin. You can use the skin.
Oh,
If
sure.
you use these, unless you buy them from the farmer's market, they can be a little thick and waxy.
thicker, yeah. And
So
I just leave a little bit. I peel it just halfway. I
Peel
leave
it
a
half.
little bit because
you
that
get the
green on there is
stripes.
nice.
It's darling. So
For-
that's it.
Thank you, Maggie. For a copy of today's recipe, send a sub-address and envelope to the address on your screen, 8811 Olson Memorial Highway, Minneapolis, Minnesota 55427. We made picnic goodies today. You can also click on our website at kare11.com and click on the Betty Crocker spoon. Happy summer and cooking. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fun. We'll toss it inside to Bradley.
All right, Roxanne, still ahead. Here comes the bride. Do you have your gift? Marshall Fields is here with a few ideas. Plus, a well-known designer shows off a QVC classic and how to put on a summer soiree that's guaranteed to impress your guests. That's all coming up.
Thanks for watching Kare 11 Today with Pat Evans and Roxanne Battle.
Welcome back to Kare 11 Today. We're right in the heart of wedding season. And if you have a special event on your calendar, you won't want to miss what our next guest has to say. Mall America's style expert, the always fabulous Sarah Rogers, joins us with some wonderful wedding gift ideas that might not be in the registry. Always good to see you.
It's great to see you.
You're looking
too.
fabulous.
Thank you.
You know, this is great. Congratulations to all the couples that are getting married out there. You know, the wedding invitations have been in the mail for a while, and it's like, what do I bring? Especially because you have showers.
Yes.
And bachelorette parties and couples parties. A lot of gifting going on.
That is so correct, Roxanne. And it doesn't matter if you're on a budget or not. There's a lot of great gift ideas out there today.
What have you brought for us today?
Well, from Macy's, I found, and I love these. This is a professional garment steamer. And it's not intended to replace your traditional iron at all. What I love about it is that it freshens up your clothing, removes the wrinkles, and it's going to save you money on dry cleaning. Because a lot of fibers are not supposed to be over dry cleaned. It breaks it down.
Sure.
So your wool suits, you're sitting around, you get those little wrinkles, and instead
Sure.
of sending it to the dry cleaner, freshen it up.
That's great.
And that's from Macy's.
from Macy's. Okay, that's very good. Do you know how much that? How much
That's
this is?
about $49.99.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Isn't that great?
No,
And it's,
yeah.
I love too that the base is on wheels, Roxanne, so you can wheel that over and do your curtains and drapes as well.
Oh, that sounds just great. Okay, you brought sandals, but look at these.
Yes, these are so fun. These are from the Chapel of Love, and they're flip-flops. The guys love them in the black and also in the white. They're under $20. They say just married
I
on
don't know if
them.
you can see that. Just married it right there.
They have lots of different versions, and I don't know if I brought one. Some of them even are printed on the bottom, like this one, where it says, I love you.
Look at this one. Look
So
at the
you can
bottom of
leave
the
your-
shoes.
Yes.
It says, I don't know if you can see it. It says I, heart, and then this shoe says you. So when
You.
you're walking on the beach in your honeymoon,
Yes.
you can leave a little impression.
Isn't
On that
that
one says
great?
just married. That's really cute.
And those, aren't those fun?
Yeah,
and
that's
so
really
those are under $20 each, depending on the style that you select.
That's
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that'd be a great gift
It's
too.
a lot
yeah,
of
very
fun.
thoughtful. All right, moving on.
And moving on, also from the Chapel of Love, I thought this was fun because not a lot of people know.
What is
here,
this?
This is a marriage certificate holder with its own little pedestal. and that's $27.99, also at the Chapel of Love. And it's just so fabulous because so many people just tuck those in a drawer. Now you can have it as an accent piece for your home.
So you scroll it up and put it in there,
Yes.
and then close up the end of the scroll and rest it on the stand.
Yes.
Cute.
Isn't that fun?
Like that. Did you bring in chocolate?
We did, because you know a lot of couples have sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And Godiva Chocolatier can definitely do up some wonderful little boxes for you. They have a wonderful assortment.
You know what I think would be cool if you put these are at the place settings at the table. You know, these are the
Yes.
gifts for the guests at the reception. Wouldn't that be cute? And
Great
with
idea.
The tool and the little pearl
And
eyes.
they can actually work with you on that. They've got, you know, gift wrapping that they do, and you can change this. As you can see, they've got the pearls, they've got flowers, they've got hearts, so you can really kind of personalize that. If you want to build on your gift, if you're giving this to
What
the
is
married
this?
couple, you can give them sparkling champagne. And this is from Old Vine Wine and Spirit, and they've got a wonderful selection there, Roxanne. Prices range anywhere from $25 to $250.
Well, this bottle, the packaging is really nice
Isn't
too.
it
It's very
beautiful?
elegant. Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, the owner, and the sales staff, they're so knowledgeable. So if you tell them that you're getting a certain type of candy, they could certainly do a wine to complement that.
This vase is beautiful.
Love this. This is from the Afternoon Store. And this beautiful vase is made by Robert Held. And it is hot sculpted, the flowers are. And it's just beautiful. You can see the flowers are three-dimensional, and then he does the loopy leaves in the Art Nouveau
This is really
style.
beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I would
mean,
wrap
it's-
a package and be happy about
Oh,
that.
girl, it's like having a bouquet year-round.
Right.
I mean, it really is special. It is a little pricey. It's
$250.
$250,
Yeah.
but so worth it.
Well worth it. Nambi, that's great. You know, this
Oh.
stuff, it looks like art, but it keeps your food hot and cold.
Yes, you are so correct on that. That's from Nordstrom Home. We love it. They're, you know, prized for their form and function.
Right.
And it really is. This is their chip and dip.
Chip and dip. Okay,
Little
what
platter.
are these?
This is from Things Remember. This is the travel wine set, and this is $49.95. You get the two small glasses there of wine.
Oh, you got the
Or,
glasses
excuse me,
right
glasses
in?
to hold the wine,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then you've got the corkscrew
right.
and the bottle stopper.
And then the
it
bottle
comes in
plus
that-
right here.
Yes.
Look at that.
Isn't that a
Again,
great
another
gift?
great honeymooning item.
Yes.
And then finally,
And then a keepsake box from them as well. You get this wonderful box, and you also get, you know, the photo holder here. You can display one there. This is for the candle as well, scented candle. And that's $39.95. And you can personalize your gift. They also do this wonderful keychain set.
oh, that's great.
Isn't it fabulous?
You're a great shopper.
Oh, we love it. Thank you.
To find out more about these gifts and others, you can log on to the mallofamerica.com. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All righty. Still ahead this morning on Kare 11 Today, the fiery debate over secondhand smoke. We'll examine the health effects in today's Ask the Doctor. Plus, Minnesota's Parks and Trails Council marks an incredible milestone. More on that in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
In this morning's Ask the Doctor segment, the effects of secondhand smoke. This issue is fueling debate across the country as communities decide whether restaurants and other establishments should go smoke-free. With more on the health effects of secondhand smoke is Dr. Kristen Anderson from the University of Minnesota. What's up, Doc? How you
morning.
doing? It's nice to have you here this
Thank
morning.
you.
So what is the big deal about secondhand smoke? Is it really as dangerous as people say it is?
Yes, we believe it is. Secondhand smoke is responsible for at least 3,000 lung cancer deaths in the United States every year, and an estimated 35,000 cardiovascular disease deaths.
Okay, in fact, cigarette smoke contains what, 4,000 chemicals, including 40 known cancer-causing agents.
Yes.
And you say in some cases secondhand smoke is actually more dangerous than first-hand smoke?
Well, we know that the concentration of some of the carcinogens are actually higher sometime in secondhand smoke than in mainstream smoke, the smoke that an active smoker would be breathing.
That's interesting, very interesting. Now, tell me about some of the studies that have been done, because, you know, proponents of smoking say there really has been no conclusive evidence that secondhand smoke is an issue.
I should say we never prove anything in science. We just accumulate evidence and we take a weight of the evidence approach. And right now, the vast majority of studies indicate that this is harmful. I'll use an example in lung cancer. There have been over 30 studies that have shown that women who live with a smoker are at increased risk of lung cancer compared to women who do not live with a smoker. And colleagues of mine at the University of Minnesota were interested to know why this could be. So we did a study where we got 45 women, half of whom lived with a smoker in their home and half of whom didn't. And we looked at carcinogen levels in the urine of women who live with the smoker, and they're 5 to 6 times the levels of those women who don't live with a smoker. And the particular carcinogen can only come from tobacco smoke, and we know it's a very potent lung cancer carcinogen in animals. So we think this could be one of the mechanisms.
Now, hasn't there also been a study of women who go to casinos and they're monitored when they come out? Because as you know, that can be a pretty smoky place.
Yes, it is. We did a study with volunteers. There were men and women in that study, and we took specimens from people before and after a 4-hour visit to the casino, and we found their carcinogen levels were roughly doubled after the visit.
My goodness.
So this implies that somebody who's working in that environment has even higher levels.
Well, you know, one of the big issues here, not just here but across the country, a lot of cities are considering going as smoke-free in restaurants and whatnot. Duluth has already done it.
Yes.
California has
Yes.
done it. There are proposals in St. Paul and Minneapolis. The mayor of St. Paul recently vetoed one of those proposals. What are your thoughts on that? Because you have the establishments who say this is going to hurt business.
Yes. Well, the evidence so far indicates it hasn't hurt business in places where they have instituted these bans, such as California and New York City, despite those fears. And we do know it can protect the health of employees, and healthcare costs are skyrocketing, so I think this is an important thing we could do. I think employers have an obligation to make a safe workplace. If we were talking about asbestos, this wouldn't be an issue. If you know you have asbestos in the workplace, you need to remove it. We have a known carcinogen in the workplace, and I think people should remove it. But whether policymakers will do that is another question.
You know, we've talked about adults, but what about the impact on children?
Yes, the Environmental Protection Agency has estimated that about 300,000 lower respiratory tract infections in children, and these include pneumonia and bronchitis, could be due to secondhand smoke. And it exacerbates conditions like asthma.
Interesting. Well, what would you say to a smoker who says, look, either it's legal or it's not, and you're infringing upon my rights?
The vast majority of people in this country don't smoke. It's also legal to carry a firearm, but it isn't necessarily legal to shoot it at people or to impose it on other people. So I sort of think if you want to take your own poison in your own backyard, maybe that's okay, but I think it's another thing to impose it on others.
Very nicely said. Doctor, thank you so much for being
You're
with
welcome.
us.
Thank
It's
you.
nice to have you here. Very good information. And for more information, you can log on to kare11.com and click on Health. Now, if you'd like to enjoy a breath of fresh air, here's a story for you. The Parks and Trails Council of Minnesota is celebrating its 50th anniversary, and to mark the occasion, officials have put together a series of special events in every corner of the state. Kare 11's Mark Daly explains in today's Gopher Getaway.
Minnesota state parks are some of the best in the country.
Curious kindergartners exploring Fort Snelling State Park could barely contain their excitement.
Whoa! A dead bird!
Little did they realize that 50 years ago, others planned way ahead to make fun and enjoyment like this possible.
He's fishing!
Parks and trails are such an important part of Minnesota. They're important to our public health and well-being. They're important to our quality of life. And they're important economic assets to our communities.
Judge C.R. Magny founded the Minnesota Council of State Parks in 1954 with the goal of establishing new parks and expanding already existing ones. The organization evolved into what is now the Parks and Trails Council of Minnesota. What Magny and his followers accomplished the past 5 decades, future generations of Minnesotans will enjoy for years to come. Take, for example, the spectacular view north of Split Rock Lighthouse along the shore of Lake Superior. The Parks and Trail Council, a not-for-profit organization, purchased Gold Rock Point to spare it from development so that everyone could enjoy the view.
A Minnesota Volunteer magazine said it was one of the 10 best views in Minnesota.
Much farther south, near Lanesboro, one of the premier biking destinations in Minnesota, the council has provided funding to help extend the Root River Trail from Preston to Forestville.
People from all over the country come to vacation in a little spot like Lanesboro, Minnesota, because of the Root River Trail and the beautiful stuff that the valley has to offer.
Led by attorney Sam Morgan of the Briggs & Morgan law firm, the council formed the Minnesota Parks Foundation in the 1960s. The foundation's first major purchase was farmland, which eventually became Afton State Park.
Since that Afton purchase, Parks and Trails Council has acquired over $9 million worth of land and 6,500 acres, mostly for Minnesota State Parks.
To celebrate its 50th anniversary, the Parks and Trails Council is organizing a biking adventure called 50 Parks in 50 Days.
The best way to experience all of the natural communities we have in Minnesota is to get on the ground and to travel, to roll through on a bike, to rollerblade, to hike, and to take time to take in the sights and smells and sounds of what is captured in our state parks.
The first leg of the trek began 2 weeks ago at Father Hennepin State Park near Lake Mille Lacs. Participants biked 525 miles through 9 other state parks and finished at Glacial Lakes just south of Glenwood. But that was just the beginning. 9 other biking tours, each lasting from 2 to 7 days, will take place over the course of the summer, and anyone who wants to can participate. 50 parks in 50 days, with highlights including a 120-mile journey along the North Shore and a grand finale through Lake Bronson and 6 other parks in the extreme northwestern part of the state at the end of the summer.
I think that we take a lot of what we have for granted, and that when you get out and explore those places, you come to better appreciate just how fortunate we are, how unique Minnesota's system is among all of the park systems in the nation.
The 50 Parks Tour. It's more than a recognition of what the Parks and Trails Council has accomplished. It's a celebration of good things to come. Mark Daly, KARE 11 News.
And if you'd like more information on 50 Parks in 50 Days, just go to kare11.com and click on featured links. More to come on KARE 11 today. Up next, one for the ladies, the popular purses and shoes that are featured on QVC. And get ready for a music marathon, just one of the acts playing at a traditional summer event when we come right back.
I ain't got nothing but the blues. Ain't got no breast in my stomach. I ain't got no innings to lose.
Welcome back to KARE 11 today. Look at these fashionable accessories. They go hand in hand with summer. Not only are they hot, they are also reasonably priced. And tell us more about it this morning is Cherie Christmas. She's with Max New York handbag line. Is that right?
Yeah.
And Sally Combs, you're with Birkenstock.
Birkenstock right here in Minneapolis today, Roxanne.
You're actually from the Twin Cities.
I'm from Minneapolis, absolutely, homegrown.
That's
great to be here.
Well, so am I. So we have a kindred spirit here. Sally, now Cherie, you flew in from New York.
I flew in this morning at 5:15. I'm very excited though because I haven't been to the Mall of America in many years since they opened.
Right.
And we have the Buzz on Style tonight with QVC, and it's our first anniversary, and that's why I'm here.
Buzz on Style, QVC, that's what we're talking about. The both of you are sort of collaborating with that.
Absolutely. It's our first anniversary. It's the latest and greatest in what's hot in handbags and in Birkenstock. We have Sincerely Southwest Jewelry. We'll have Peter Coppola. It'll be great fun.
There's actually a style show this afternoon at 2, right?
Sally has a Birkenstock.
Yeah, we have a full Birkenstock hour this afternoon at 2, so come out and see us.
And then you've got something at 6.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to show a few new handbags tonight on the Buzz and Style, and then we are going to, also there's bags on QVC.com that aren't going to be shown, but we're going to talk about what's hot for summer and then what's coming up for fall.
All right. Sally, you visited with us last year, and you showed us some beautiful solid color Birkenstock shoes.
Yes.
You've taken that a step further this year.
Added some color, added some patterns. We're seeing going into fall and even for spring 05, a lot of sages, a lot of greens, a lot of blues. Then we have the orange with some blues mixed in there. This is a very great style. It's from our Papilio collection. Totally adjustable, but just some great pop. You're seeing a lot of color for the fall
and you
season.
Still have that great Birkenstock workmanship. I mean, basically the bottom line, these shoes conform to your feet.
Absolutely. The concept of Birkenstock is the footbed. You're going to get a custom orthotic out of it after you wear a Birkenstock for a long time. I just thought
I want you to step in so Matthew can get a shot of your feet because I'm loving the ones you have on. No, the ones you have on.
The ones I have on
are just these darling. Those are really cute.
Little animal prints with a little pink and rose floral happening there.
Those are really hip and happening. And
hip and happening. And then what I did, just to show you kind of what the Buzz on Style does, is I threw on one of the Cherie's Max New York handbags along with the Birkenstock classic, the
Yeah.
green. You can
Look
see
at
how
this.
well they go together.
A turquoise patent
Isn't
leather.
that fabulous?
Cherie, this is the bomb, as they say.
This is a very cool bag. It's very in this whole east-west and the color and the combination of natural leather, so you can mix it with all different shoes. Handbags are all about color this season, and they're
Okay.
also, Max bags are very functional.
All right.
So when you open them up, there's compartments
All
and
right.
fun things.
Now this is the same bag in a cream or white patent leather. Oh, look, and it's lined in yellow. Look at that.
I'll
Yeah,
pull this
sure.
whole deal out so you can
Okay,
see.
look at that. Oh, and it's got the nice leather detailing on the inside and that beautiful
Cell phone holders.
Cell phone holder.
Zipper pockets.
Oh, that's really cute.
That's what Max is known for. They look really chic and they're priced really well in QVC, but yet they're very functional.
That's
look
cute.
at this.
That caught my eye.
Yeah,
I have this in 4 colors. This is my actual handbag. I used it last night.
Oh, you have some coins?
Yeah.
You need to make a phone call.
Okay. My mom says you always need a quarter, even with cell phones. And that's what it's about. It's just showing you guys what's fun and what's happening, and to be able to make your shoes and handbags something that you enjoy putting on in the morning. Look at this combination.
Look at
Talk
this.
about
Look
little
at
color
those,
going
Sally.
on.
Those are just
Isn't
cute.
that great?
Yeah.
A lot of blues and turquoise. This summer is about fun. And really, ladies, look at your shoes and bags because that's what people notice. And it can make a whole outfit, as you know.
You can take what you wore last year and then put a new bag with it, and you got a new outfit.
Add a little
and then
color
we
with
have that bag in
Birkenstock.
black. See,
We
that'll go
have-
really nice in the fall too.
We had that Birkenstock with the black bag
Look
just
at
because
this.
you can still wear black and add a lot of color.
Yeah, I want to show Cherie's Birkenstocks with the bag that you have on.
These are also
those
my
are from last
favorite
year, though, right?
Yes, and we still have
You can
those.
still get
They're from
those?
Yeah.
Black patent is always a classic that you can wear with just about anything.
I have those shoes.
And Roxanne has those,
I have
by
those
the way.
shoes. Those look great. You know, all right.
We try to do it as best as we can. We've got some good combinations here.
Speaking of combinations, as long as I make you the model, would you look at her jewelry? Okay,
Southwest
look,
jewelry.
this is really beautiful. Tell me about this ring.
This is from Sincerely Southwest, and the designer Carolyn's going to be on the air with us tonight.
Okay.
So she sent me the ring, and in the box is a surprise. It's a bracelet, and I also have
Show your
earrings.
earrings.
Oh,
they look
look at
fabulous.
this. Oh,
And
that's really
Really,
pretty.
It's
Look at this
a
set.
combination
Yeah.
of silver, and look at the color in there. They have the turquoise, the greens, the blues, the reds, so it's a really versatile jewelry line that you can wear with just about anything.
Look at that.
That's really pretty.
They're great.
This is just a smattering, just a sampling of what you guys are going to be presenting later today, right?
Yes,
All
and
right.
also we can't leave out Peter Coppola.
He's gonna
What
do
is
it
that?
here.
He's going to be on the buzz with us as well, giving us. Hopefully, he's going to do something with our outdated
Our
dues.
hair.
Stop that.
Make
You look
us more
fine.
glamorous tonight.
Okay.
We love Peter, by the way.
Here we go. Sally will be hosting an entire hour of Birkenstock shoes today at 2 p.m. at the QVC store at the Mall of America. Stop by, say hi. Then Sally and Cherie will be part of another special live style show again tonight at 6 p.m. For more information, you can check out these products. You can also check out the website qvc.com. Sally Combs and Cherie. Thank you, Cherie. Christmas.
It's real.
Yes. How could I forget Cherie Christmas? Thank you.
It was so nice
it's
to
a
meet
pleasure
you.
to meet
Thank
you.
you.
You guys look
Roxanne,
just great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the earrings too, but we didn't
Thank
go
you
there
very much.
today.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys, for putting us outside.
It's a party. All right, time now for first birthdays.
First birthdays are brought to you by Archivers.
Say happy first birthday to this little cutie. He is Ryan Patrick Kiley. Ryan plays with his toys, watches his 3 dogs run, and drives around with his mom and grandpa. Happy birthday, Ryan. Happy first birthday to this darling little cutie. She is Samantha Sauter. She loves playing with her golden retriever, reading books, and drinking out of her daddy's water bottle. Happy birthday, Samantha. And finally say happy birthday to Madeline Britt Jakowicz. Madeline loves to play outside with her big brother, show off her dimples, and when she smiles, happy birthday, Madeline Britt Jakowicz, and to everyone celebrating their birthday today. So to come this morning on Kare 11 Today, the ultimate guide for outdoor entertaining. We'll show you how to throw a summer bash on a budget with a few helpful hints from a couple of local celebrities. That's next when we come back.
Welcome back. Well, you don't have to go to a fancy restaurant to enjoy a special evening. You can be a summer trendsetter by throwing your own backyard party with the help of a new book. Fait Accompli, the ultimate guide to entertaining, offers all kinds of ideas on how to create a swinging summer soiree. And joining us this morning is co-author Laura Schriftman. She joins us from Los Angeles to tell us more. Good morning to you.
Hi.
So how could you help me be a trendsetter?
Well, I think entertaining is really fun and really easy, and you just have to put a little effort and a little planning and a little thought into it and be creative, and you can have a really great event. I think you've got to, sorry.
No, that's all right. You're talking about making parties colorful, and you suggest maybe creating candy-flavored colored martini bar. Tell me about that.
Well, I think martinis are really hot right now, and I think people love to be their own bartenders. And I think we love these Roses cocktail infusions, and it's 1 part liquor and 1 part infusion. And we love to make signature drinks. At all of our parties that we've done, we always have 1 signature drink, and right now I think it's the apple martini. And what you do is, you can just use the 1 part mixer and the 1 part vodka, line the rim of your glass with a cocktail candy, put a piece of an apple in it, maybe line your tray with Jolly Ranchers or Swedish Fish, or put some of the candy in the drinks, and pre-make your drinks so that as your guests arrive, you can hand them a drink as they walk in.
And by using
and they're not waiting.
Right, and by using a simple 1-to-1 recipe, no need to hire a bartender, obviously.
Yes, no need to hire a bartender, but your guests will think that you went to bartending school.
Yeah, absolutely. What about a do-it-yourself bar? That's a good idea as well, right?
Well, I think people love bottle service. At many of the movie premieres our company's done, we always provide bottle service because that also lets people make their own drinks, which means, you take the bottles around and you put glasses and ice and, whatever accoutrements you want, and, have people, print out make their own drinks. In our book, we have recipes from some of, our favorite restaurants, some of the places that we've done parties, celebrity hotspots, Nobu, Asia de Cuba, Bungalow 8, from around the country. And another great thing to do would be able to, print out recipes and let people, make those drinks themselves.
Yeah, Asia de Cuba is one of my favorite places as well.
Mine too.
You also suggest creating signature drinks, maybe using guest name or something that everyone would get, right?
Yes. Well, you can name your drinks after a guest, or if you're having a theme party, maybe after whatever the theme is, or after a celebrity, or whatever your vibe is for that day.
I really like this idea. You suggest creating an intimate atmosphere, turning your living room, for example, into a lounge. I do that every day, by the way.
Well, when you go out at night, you really, the atmosphere is important. So you want to, you can do that at home too. You can change your light bulbs to peach or amber. You can buy them at, Kmart or Walmart, or, and Philips makes, great light bulbs. You can put your lights on a dimmer. You can, light candles. I think lighting votive candles is really important, and also scented candles are important. You want your house to smell great. You can create, pre-make CDs, make them on your iPod or make them on iTunes, and create enough music for the length of the party so that you're not having to, be your own DJ. And then really, make your living room into a lounge. Move furniture from other areas, and create, lounge-like vignettes for seating for 4 or 6. Move ottomans from your bedroom, maybe even move your bed and put a tray on it, and have people, lay on it.
Sounds like fun to me. Laura, that's all the time we have this morning, but we really do appreciate you being here. I'm definitely going to pick this book up. And you can find Laura Schriftman's book, Fait Accompli, The Ultimate Guide to Entertaining, later this fall in bookstores everywhere. Well, coming up next, the sweet sounds of Twin Cities jazz greats, more by 4.
Cigarette holder, which tricks me over her shoulder. Don't you know the girl digs me? I'm getting that certain love.
The annual Marshall Fields Day of Music is back, and it's sure to once again strike a note with music fans. The 24-hour event starts tomorrow. And the best part? It's free, and joining us with a preview is Reed McLean from the Minnesota Orchestra. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Pleasure to have you here, as well as More by Four. I love all of these guys. They're great individually and together. Tell me about the event. When you say a 24-hour event, you mean literally 24 hours from start to finish?
It is 24 hours. It's around the clock. We start, everything's down at Orchestra Hall, and we start tomorrow at noon, and then we go inside and outside, 5 stages through the day, through the night, all the way up till noon on Saturday.
That's incredible. So if I show up at 4 o'clock in the morning, someone is going to be playing?
Jazz guitar trio in the lobby.
Which one?
Clay Moore.
Oh, he's great. I've heard him before. What are some of the other artists playing?
Well, More by Four is outside at 1 o'clock. We open at noon with G.B. Layton, which is a well-known rock and roll band. Willie Murphy plays a late night set with a group after midnight. Gary Louris, who's the songwriter, singer from the Jayhawks, is doing an acoustic set. And we've got a full Minnesota Orchestra concert at 8 o'clock. And as you mentioned, it's all free, thanks to Marshall Fields, and really just
the
about
best
every
things in
style
life
music.
are free, right?
Well, in this case, they are.
Okay, well, I'm sure the viewers would much rather hear these guys than us ramble on, so we're going to let them sing here. The Marshall Fields Day of Music starts tomorrow at noon and runs until Saturday at noon on Orchestra Hall's PV Plaza. And for a complete list of performers, log on to minnesotaorchestra.org or call 612-371-5656. Now, with a preview, here's More by Four.
Love you madly, right or wrong, sounds like the lyric of a song. Since it's so, I thought you ought to know. I love you madly. Better fish are in the sea. It is not the theory for me. That's for sure, just like I said before. I love you madly. If you could see the happy you and me I sing about so proudly, you know the breath of spring that makes me sing my love song so loudly. Good things come to those who wait, so just relax and wait for fate to let me see the day you say to me, I love you madly, right or wrong. Sounds like the lyric of a song. Since it's so, I thought you ought to know. I love you madly. Better fish are in the sea. It's not the theory for me. That's for sure, just like I said before. You know, I love you madly. If you can see the happy you and me, I sing about singing proud. You know the breath of spring that makes me sing my love song loudly.
You know good things come to those who wait, so just relax and wait for fate to let me see the day you'll say to me, I love you madly.
Love you madly, right or wrong, sounds like the lyric of a song. Since it's so, I thought you ought to know. I love you, love you. 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 Good things come to those who wait, so just relax and wait for fate to let me see the day you say to me, I love you madly.
Boy, we had a great time on the show today.
Absolutely, and we're going to take a quick look at your forecast. We're going to have a mix of clouds with sun this afternoon and pleasant conditions as highs climb into the mid-70s. A chance for thunderstorms late tonight and again on Friday. Warm and humid this weekend with thunderstorms possible, especially late at night. Highs Saturday and Sunday in the 80s. That's
so you
nice.
want to, yes, yeah, nice and humid. It's summer.
I feel like I'm home.
That's right. You're from your
North Carolina.
There you go.
There you go.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight in the Kare 11 News Extra.
Tonight, an Olympic hero, a proud Minnesotan, a swimming legend. So why is gold medalist Tom Malchow the underdog? Eric Perkins catches up with the two-time Olympian as he trains for his final Olympic Games. Watch tonight at 10.
Olympics just about a month away or so.
It's amazing,
It's
isn't
going
it?
to be just great. Hope you come back tomorrow because we're going to talk about the new movie called Anchorman.
Can't wait to see that. Also, we'll rock to the sounds of the Basilica Block Party.
That's going to do it for us today. You get out and enjoy this splendiferous weather. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Splendiferous?
Yeah.